This week we're in the Caribbean, stopping at Cozumel and Costa Maya, two Mexican cruise ports with two very different vibes.
From getting out and exploring to seeing what the port itself really offers. Is it worth leaving the cruise bubble? Let's find out. Nicola's a bit excited that we're getting off the boat.
I am.
Our first stop. And where's our first stop?
Cozumel in Mexico, a beautiful island in the Caribbean, so let's go and see what this is like.
This way. Get your card. Thank you. Yes, ma'am.
What time do we need to be back for?
4:30.
4:30.
Yeah. Much
Okay.
better.
Boat time.
Much better.
Ship time?
9:10.
Thank you, thank
So
you.
we're 10:10.
9:10.
Okay. I'll get one later, thank you. Hi, good. Hi.
Never been to Mexico before. So this is a bit of a taster.
I think being off the boat, you get a better understanding of how big it is. But what I definitely don't understand is how that floats.
Do not cross the red line, absolutely everywhere. What does Nicola do? Crosses the red line. She's always just trying to push it.
He's just always trying to mansplain, so if we're going to be like that.
Living on the edge, Nicola, living on the edge.
Just you be quiet, you'll be getting in, you'll be off the edge.
Well, look at the colour of that water, I don't think I'll mind too much.
I know, it's beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really warm today, but it's not the brightest at the moment. But hopefully this is just a morning thing.
I don't know what the forecast is, do you?
Oh man, the weatherman.
Usually. We're looking and we are just off the ship and we're seeing people are already going back on. So either this is a terrible place to visit or they've got the right idea, go for a walk while it's quiet, go back on the ship for breakfast
Then come back off again.
and then come back off again. This is one of the Caribbean's busiest islands.
But is it just full of tequila shots and tacky souvenir shops? Let's go and find out.
Excuse me. Oh my goodness, it is so heavy.
What a start to Caribbean life. It feels like Scotland.
Kind of, except the rain is warm.
Oh, the rain is absolutely roasting. Roasting, it's like a hot shower. But looking at the sky, it's going to be 5 minutes.
Famous last words.
I think it's time to run because this just feels like a wee port shopping complex. Nice as it is, it's not why we came to Cozumel.
Well, we're enjoying the entertainment here. We've got music, we've got James's dance moves.
Oh, great. Do you know, I'm so glad I went years ago to do salsa classes. It's really put me in good stead.
Anyway, I think I would rather run through that rain than have to watch any more of those moves. Let's go.
Right, come on.
So we've walked through the port, lots of shops, plenty of souvenirs, some of them tacky, but not all of them.
I'm surprised at the quality of some of the places,
Yeah.
particularly the jewellery, and some great tequila places as well.
Yes. So we've seen those two things we expected, but more of what we didn't expect.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. So we're leaving the port and then we'll head to the town, which is San Miguel. We could get there by taxi, it's about $10 in a taxi.
Equipment for snorkeling, kayak,
Snorkeling
there,
and
yes.
great reef.
Yeah,
It's
perfect.
very nice. Oh yeah.
Thank you. I'm finding the people friendly, lovely, funny, not too pushy.
Definitely a good back crack.
Yeah. The guy was suggesting we could go snorkeling or kayaking, and then he pointed to the massive puddle. Sometimes travelling, it's not just about what you see, it's about experience that culture and the individuality of a place. We've arrived here an hour ago, and my first impressions of this place are that everyone is friendly. It feels such a peaceful place to visit.
Decisions, decisions. Cheers. That's tasty, really tasty.
Bit of lime in there.
Bit of lime in there, it's all good. I may have to get a wee tequila as well, just to wash this one down.
I'm loving it. I'm loving the way it feels. Everyone has been super friendly. Chat though, not just friendly, like friendly and a bit of chat, a bit of humour. I like that.
Well, this is what you get in Mexico, the real nachos. That looks delicious. Hey Nikki, let's tuck in.
Guantanamera, Guajira, everybody, Guajira, Guantanamera.
It's all natural ingredients. This is our pomegranate, okay? It's a little tart.
Cheers.
Got so nice. Knocked it all in the winner. I never thought I'd ever knock a tequila back in the winner, but I tell you, I managed. Lovely itself.
Right?
Yeah, I know.
It's
Yeah.
yummy. It's yummy.
Exactly.
It's probably the nicest tequila I think I've ever tasted.
That's really a nice one, and that's what.
You can choose your drink to go into the bottle of choice.
What a difference coming to Cozumel. The price difference is incredible actually. We had 2 beers, coffee, water, nachos, £20.
And as well as that, they were giving us, you know, the opportunity to taste the different tequilas.
Yep. They're actually they're tasty, weren't they?
There was pomegranate, chocolate and an aged one, which is, you know, there's a different experience from, you know, the shot, the lime and the salt. So yeah, good. I had thought that this was a person.
You've had it.
No, I thought it was a person.
So, absolutely thought it was one of the ones like we saw earlier.
Yeah. You can hire those. They're about $100 for the day. I wonder what do you do when it rains?
You get wet?
Yeah, that. We're in El Jardín, the main square in San Miguel. It's really attractive, fairly busy, lots of tourists, but plenty of people going about their daily business, which is always good to see.
We have found this place so friendly. The whole of Cozumel is it's a beautiful island. It is very touristy, but it's safe and it's great, and you get a local welcome the minute you come to the place, and it's not changed when we've been walking along to here. San Miguel's a great place. I've never seen so many brilliant places. Great eateries, love Mexican food. Wish I was a bit more hungry.
Yeah, We've just had some nachos, but we're full up. But of course, that's nacho problem.
Pardon the pun. But come with us if we look at some of the bits over the square.
You know I've been waiting like all day to say that. No, I'm just telling you, I've just been honest. I've been like, when can I say that's nacho problem? When can I say it? And it just arose, the situation arose. And I'm not saying it was perfect, but that's probably as good as it's going to get.
I think you delivered it really well.
Thanks very much, James.
Absolutely fantastic.
Thank you. I did try.
What I'm loving is there's lots of local street sellers, whether it be souvenirs, artwork, or simply get yourself around the island in a car or a tour. But they're just not overly selling it. They'll tell you a bit of information and leave you to it. And that's brilliant. And actually, it gives you a moment to think, well, what is it I want to do here? Where do I want to go? And you're not suddenly finding yourself feeling awkward.
It's interesting, neither of us had heard of Cozumel. We'd heard of other places in Mexico, so Playa del Carmen, and you can get the ferry over from Playa del Carmen to here. And where's the other place you always hear about in Mexico?
Cancun.
And Cancun, and we'd never heard of Cozumel. But that's not an indication of the place, because actually, why have we not heard of this place? This is a perfect wee island paradise.
It is. Totally rustic and traditional Mexico.
So much of our ideas and travel and aspirations are absolutely influenced and dictated to by the people around us and our tour operators at home. We've stepped away from the square and back from the front, and it feels different back here. It's definitely a lot rougher and I believe a lot more authentic Mexican. It's great to see this, because one of my worries about being on a cruise was that we wouldn't actually get any time to do any real exploration. But we are, because the area is small enough, we're able to step away from the bits that are really touristy.
One of the things we are finding strange is the reassurances on the boat or from other passengers about Cozumel being a safe place. Don't worry, it's safe there. And in the essence, I never thought it wasn't. And I certainly don't have a bad opinion of Mexico. Coming from Scotland or the UK, our media wouldn't suggest at any level that it's a dangerous place to come.
I think it speaks to influence, doesn't it?
It does.
And it speaks to what you're exposed to.
Yep.
And it seems to me that the people on the boat are lots of Americans on the boat, and it speaks to me that perhaps the media they're being exposed to tells them that Mexico's a dangerous place. And we don't have that, so we came with none of those preconceived ideas, but yet the staff on the boat are busy trying to reassure us all that there's no danger. And we're thinking, we didn't think there was any danger.
Just a wee check at the time, 2:22. I'm just worried about the boat in case we may be getting it wrong. Different time zones, there's the boat time and then there's where you are. So on Mexican time, which is an hour ahead, 1:22 in America, USA. But the problem is my watch is a different time as well. I've not been able to update my watch. I think I've got UK time on that. Oh, what a mess.
The island of Cozumel is not a big island, so if you want to see more, you can. You can get excursions to some Mayan ruins, and there's an eco park as well with a mangrove. We haven't done it today. It's our first cruise, it's our first stop, and I suppose there's a nervousness in there as to will we get back to the boat on time.
Have you noticed the roads here, Nicola? The way they drive? which side to drive on?
No.
Look, same side as us.
Oh, so they do. So they do. Ah, but that can't be the same mainline to Mexico.
Actually, how would that join up when you're going from the USA into Mexico?
How's that? It's weird, that must just be on this island. Cool. That's cool.
I think Nikki, I think you spent too much time travelling Italy in a road trip, because they certainly don't go on the same side as us.
Do they not?
No. It does come back to knowing your right and your left. It's always important.
Oh, now you've confused me and I don't actually know whether they do or whether they don't. I don't know. You're shocking, so you're shocking.
Yeah. How much?
How much? $7.
Yeah,
Okay, great, thank you. Perfect.
perfect.
Okay.
Yeah, perfect. It's great to be back in a moto taxi, as we know it, a tuk-tuk. Hey, motor taxi. It's like being in Thailand all over again.
There weren't any of these at the port, so genuinely when we were in Thailand I felt it was for the tourists, but the only people we've seen in these are locals, so that's an interesting difference. Yeah, thank you.
Okay,
Thank
cheers.
you, bye, adios.
Adios.
We didn't see any of those motor taxis, and then the guy had to drop us off here because he's not allowed to drop us there. The police won't let them. Maybe they're not allowed to, I don't know. Anyway,
I think it's because they're probably more local to use locally.
maybe.
$7, which I think was probably a lot more than the locals would get charged, but so I just gave him 70, Nicola. Is that okay?
That was fine. Do you know, James, when you give out into the universe will give back to you. It's
Absolutely.
fine.
Nice man. He did tell us lots about the area. He told us about the fire station.
That's what I was going to say. Although some of the things he was pointing out, I was like, that's alright. He was like, there's a fire engine.
There's a forest. Hello.
Hi.
Bye, thank you. Cheers, thank you.
There's the trees. And I was thinking, yeah, I can see that. Thanks.
Yep, and there's a shop. And you know, I think next time we come here, we'll give him a shout and get him to take us around the island.
Yeah, because that would be an informative tour, no doubt.
Absolutely. Let's get ourselves back to the ship before it sails away. When you...
That does look
Let's get there. We've
nice.
got time. What time's it?
Oh, here's a wee Mayan moon.
What time's it? I didn't realise it was like this. It saved us bothering it down. I was just keeping the seat warm for you, Nicola.
I should think so too. It's not real though, is it? Is it real? No. Yeah. Yeah. Now don't be fooled like we were. This is not an original Mayan artifact. If it was real, it would be much bigger.
This is exactly the real one.
Okay.
They do the real one.
Yeah.
Measurement exactly.
Okay. But they have done to scale. They have built it to scale.
You absolutely ruined that, Nicola.
How?
Ruined it.
How?
You just said this was a real one and went with it.
I can edit it out. So look at this original Mayan temple. Let's go and see. Wow. James, get your hand in and get some of that.
I think I spotted a fiver.
There actually is. There's paper money in there, like, unusual. We're just after Dia de Muertos. It would be fun to be in Mexico around that time.
That would be good fun.
Yeah.
But I've just reflected on something else, and I know I'm making back a wee bit. We just got dropped off by the taxi driver there. Obviously couldn't go straight to the port, so we come to a different bit. We were destined to come in here.
Yeah.
You know, destined. And what a treat.
What a treat. We're getting to see this original Mayan temple.
And if it wasn't for that kind, lovely man dropping us off 4 miles up the road, you wouldn't have saw this on the channel.
Yeah.
So I've got him to think about it.
YouTube gods at work again, James.
Julius, you're a legend. I am feeling at home here.
Well, I didn't expect that. I was just reflecting on how it seems similar to maypole dancing, and then the guys start climbing it. Less maypole and more danger pole.
Hola, buenas tardes, amigos, muy buenas tardes. Una colaboración para la danza con los que gusten apoyar.
Musical one.
Yeah, beautiful one.
Yay! Well done. Woo!
Hello, hello, hello.
Wow, tell you what, that was worth a couple of quid. To get round. I mean, honestly, people do a lot less. People do a lot less than looking for some money, sort of street busking, but that was a different level. Wow, such talented people. There was a music man as well. It was great, wasn't it? Fantastic. Talk about extreme jumping. Honestly, I thought I thought one of them was going to jump, and it turns out they all did. So,
How cool. Must be an ancient culture thing.
absolutely.
I mean, I was thinking, oh, it's like a maypole, and that's interesting that culturally those have developed at the same time and are very, very similar but completely separately. Maypolers, you're going to have to up your game.
Absolutely. Do you mind if I just stay on and do some sort of inner soul searching? I'd love to be able to do that. You know, I've been looking for something else since gave up work, you know. YouTube's one thing, that's just a different level.
Yeah, something for purpose and identity.
Absolutely. I would be the only guy in Forest that could do that.
You'd probably be the only guy in Forest that wanted to do it though.
Got a point. The only one that could. Anyway, enough of the nonsense.
Yeah.
We have had a cracking time here. It has been amazing. Hasn't it, Nick?
It has been. And now it's time to head back to the ship.
Nicola said to the guys, that was a fantastic show, which was all nice. And then she said, how long have you been doing it for? How long have you been doing it for? Sounds to me like chat up line. Nikki, can't believe you did that. How long have you been doing it for? As though the guy just started last week.
Well, I was trying to bring interesting content to the channel, and then I didn't know what to say.
and when the guy was getting round with the hat earlier, which I stuck a fiver in, and then went up to say thanks to the guys and all like that. Not interested in anything I got to say. They're like, did you pay the man?
Yeah.
But like, absolutely paid the man. But that was classic, Nicola. Classic.
Yeah. So I quickly found out though that it's an origin, it's a prayer to the gods of fertility and for rain from the olden, you know, from centuries ago to pray for rain for their crops.
Fabulous. I think
And then I did say it, we've been doing it long.
and we should really be praying that they don't fall off that.
Yeah.
That was brilliant.
I mean, that is the original high energy merry-go-round.
That is. Loved that, just looking at the boat there. Seen a nice day. That would be a type of place you'd be sitting having a beer and then going, my god, the boat's moving, I can hear it running along, hopefully making it or not.
So we started the video, we were asking it, is it all just tequila shots and tacky souvenirs? What do you think?
Yes, but so much more. Fabulous place, the most amazing people. It's so vast as well, isn't it? It's just, there's so much to do, there's so much to do. 5-6 hours off a cruise doesn't touch the sides of what's available on this island. So no, it was incredible. The only downside to it was the weather. Tails back, well organised, nice welcome.
Well, this is the first time this has happened, that they've been right up beside another cruise ships. Today we're going to Mexico. This is our 4th and final call from this cruise. Good morning and welcome to Costa Maya. I'm not sure what we're going to see here. We've only got 3.5 hours on shore, so it's going to be a whirlwind. Come with us. So we arrived later this morning because they were having problems docking apparently. And then when you get here and you get off, you go, ah, makes sense. There are 4 ships on this port today. And this is the closest we've been to any other ship.
Absolutely, it's like a big ship car park.
Indeed. I wonder though, who's got the biggest?
If you talk about seamless and convenient, this is fantastic. Just coming off the boat into Costa Maya port, they've got everything, you don't need to leave. It's a bit like the boat, you don't need to leave. But we love to leave and we love to explore, so it doesn't really fit in with our mission. And I'm sure it doesn't really fit in with your mission, because you'd much rather see places rather than just being lazy at the ports. So let's go a tour and see what we see on this beautiful Costa Maya.
How nice. It's like we've entered a Mexican theme park.
That's exactly what it feels like. Even look at this, this feels like made up in a theme park. In fact, this is a theme park.
Yeah. Look at this photogenic one.
Definitely up for the pictures, even.
I know.
Oh, beautiful.
They are. Another lovely pool. This is all still in the port. which does lead me to believe that people come to the ports and don't move beyond.
Yeah. There's probably about 15,000 people, maybe round about that, is just embarked on this island.
Yeah. Wow.
A bit of relief. I was thinking we were just getting round and round and round and not getting out. We eventually found the port exit, so hopefully this takes us into a wee bit of the Rio.
Yeah, it was an interesting feeling. There was definitely a feeling of being a bit trapped.
Yes.
Like we can't leave here without an excursion. Don't know, let's see if that's accurate.
I know, because I would like to see definitely the Costa Maya, the real Costa Maya.
40 minutes, which I feel is too much, yeah. Because we've only got 3 hours.
No, but we could also jump that flat.
Yeah. Are you wanting to? Yeah, me too. It's 2.2 miles from here to downtown. We though, we've only got 3 hours. So I don't think we've got enough time to do that walk, and normally we would, but today I think it's going to be a taxi.
I think so. And this will be the day we decide we're getting a taxi, but there's not many taxis. Let's see what happens.
So we spoke to a really helpful lady there who's organising excursions, but she gave us some information on just taxis to get downtown. $5 there, $5 back, so taxi is the way for us to go.
Fantastic.
And actually, that's cheap compared to when we arrived in Cozumel the other day. It was $10. So yeah, great.
But it's all about the experience, I suppose, that tuk-tuk. No, we're talking about a taxi.
I'm talking about
taxi. Stopped a few times, yes.
Yeah.
But it's good to take them outside here because they're not having to pay the port fee to be in.
Of course.
Which is the difference, isn't it?
Right, this is good. Let's check our time though.
We are back to port time and local time.
Yeah.
Sorry. We are back to cruise time and local time, which can be a bit confusing for me. You got your phone with you, Nicola?
No, I'm trusting you, James.
Mine doesn't have a lot of charge on it.
Yeah. Compared to your other cruises, or you're just like, yeah, you're happy?
Everyone's a little different.
Yeah, of course.
Pluses and minuses. We were on a Princess cruise last time, and the shows were amazing.
Okay.
We've just been dropped off in Costa Maya, downtown. We were thinking $5 a taxi. It's 5 each, and there's 4 of us in the taxi. So anyway, it doesn't matter. It's all good. But sometimes it's about being careful what you wish for. We were like, oh my goodness, we're probably not going to be able to get out of this port. And then we came to downtown and I'm thinking, maybe shouldn't have all gone out the port. But let's go and see.
Yeah, this feels different.
Well, fine, thank you.
No, thank you.
There's a lot of people selling, whether it be their shop, the bar, massage. But you know, in essence, that's what it's all about. And they're very friendly. And if you're not interested, you just take it. But they're always interested where you're from. And that's something nice.
A lovely dog.
Oh, big jacket.
Hello.
Morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning.
Well, fine, thank you.
Thank
Cheers,
you.
Thank you.
We've no time.
We've no time.
Thank you.
I've told me up about
But yeah, we've only got 2.5 hours. Thank you. Puerto Mahahuel. I don't know how to say it. Oh, I'm really glad we came along.
So am
though.
I'm the same as well. I'm absolutely.
James was saying careful what you wish for, and I get it.
To be fair, it's just when we get dropped off in the middle of a puddle beside an old electrical shop fixing washing machines. And I thought this looks really rough, but it's not when you get on the front, and it's not when you're in this is the downtown. I think the downtown is on the promenade.
It's actually really good to get. Oh my goodness, imagine this in the sunshine.
I know, that's cool.
Oh wow.
Wow. 2 minutes from downtown, but on the beach. I'm okay, thank you. Cheers, thank you. Well, what?
Yeah, it's rough to get here, but wow, this is stunningly beautiful.
Oh, it's gorgeous, isn't it? It's actually probably, I would say it's the nicest beach we've seen in the whole trip.
Yeah, I agree.
And it is, just feels so...
Oh, we had sunshine!
Not too bad.
I know it's not too bad.
Too bad at
but
all.
it's not
But it doesn't
sunshine.
give the... I suppose it's just not as aesthetically pleasing, is it? And the sea looks bluer, the sky's blue.
But the sand.
The sand is gorgeous, and the people are so welcoming in the way in. They are trying to get me back in the taxi, and I've like taxi for Jordan. I'm like, I'm just here.
I'm just here. Right, let's go, let's get a stool. Looks like you can get a massage here for only $15. I'm tempted.
You've been complaining about a sore neck.
I've not been complaining, I've just mentioned it twice.
Or you were talking about pain, but maybe that's me. But that's what a difference in the contrast from that to the boat.
Yeah.
It's always going to be the case, to be fair. Madeira Spa, I think, certainly upwards of £75.
Yeah.
$75.
Yeah.
And that's a full body massage, that's not just a back one.
Nice.
This place definitely feels authentic down front here. This is like...
I feel like I want to come back.
Me too, I like it. It's reminding me of going to an island in Thailand.
Yes.
But I like it every bit as much. I like the sea better, if I'm honest, just looking at it.
I know.
And that's not a day, like overcast day today.
Ideally, if we'd had more time, I would like to go into the Mayan ruins. But we
100%.
just don't have enough time. The weather isn't fantastic, so there's nothing else for it. Let's go and get a massage and a beer. Come with us.
There's nothing else for it today. Get yourself undercover, cold beer, and enjoy the view. We have got enough time though to get ourselves a massage, so we're going to get a massage as well. $15 each. What a bargain. Compared to the boat where it's 50 plus, and that's not even for full one. So I'm looking forward to it. Nice relaxed massage. Hopefully I don't fall asleep when we miss the boat. Hey, this wouldn't be a bad place to stay. And we have got passports, we're good.
Certainly tropical. Tropical rain though.
Look at this behind me, it's got such a Caribbean vibe. It doesn't feel as though we're on the mainland of Mexico, it feels like an island. And we did actually think so when we came off it was an island. But it's fantastic, even in the rain, in the warm rain. We will need to come back here. I am loving this. And as I say in many videos, this may be one of my favourite places ever. And you'll be saying, you are off your head, James. It is pissing down. But you know, I can see past that and I know the potential here.
I have just had the best massage I've ever had in my life. I didn't realise I had any tension in my shoulders until she started, and bits of it were painful, but it was... painful's wrong, painful's not right, bits of it were tender, but her hands were strong and that was the best massage I've ever had.
These places, I like
I love it.
I love it loads. It's actually my favourite place. I've
Yeah.
been to Cozumel
Yes.
a lot.
I suppose it's that beach resort feel, isn't it? Yeah, of the 4 stops we've had in this cruise, this has been my favourite.
Yes, Costa Maya has ticked all the boxes. And even though it's been a bit overcast, a wee bit rainy, you can feel it, you can see it, love it. But fine, thank you.
Absolutely. It's raining, but you can still see the beauty in this place.
Oh, you can.
The beautiful blue sea, the white sandy beaches. On a sunny day, this would be perfect.
On a sunny day, I'd be absolutely crying to leave here.
Yeah.
I would be. It's now time to head back to the port to get our ship back to New Orleans. I think we're on it for the next couple of days.
When you finally make it out of the port of Costa Maya, it's really well set up to get you places. There's taxis here and they can take you, you know, wherever you want to go, downtown Mahahual or the Mayan ruins, I believe.
Yeah, the guys can definitely take you. We just didn't have the time to go, which was disappointing. That's definitely something we wanted to visit. But never mind, we got on that beautiful beachfront on this tropical day. And it's low cost, the taxi. They do say it's $5, so you, in your head you're thinking $5, but it's $5 each. And if there's 90 in the taxi, then it's 45.
Yeah, that is. And we'll head back into the theme park.
I think we will head back into the theme park, which is the port here in Costa Maya. We have got a wee bit of time still in our hands. We were just worried we'd miss the boat, and my flip-flops, I don't want to trip up when I'm running for it. Might just get one more just on the way in. Just, we would not to.
One wee cold one.
Just a wee one. So, Norwegian escape is...
It is quite interesting. So behind us, we've got Harmony of the Seas, which is the 6th largest cruise ship in the world. And then we've got our Norwegian Escape, which is the 37th largest in the world. And when you see the difference, that's an absolute beast. And it makes ours just look like a wee tadpole. But we know it's not. This feels like a sad moment. We're walking back to our ship, and this will be the last time that we will board this ship.
2 days left on board until we arrive in New Orleans, and even though the ship is fantastic, nothing beats getting off and arriving in a new destination in the morning. It brings hope, it brings adventure, and we just love to explore. We have seen the most amazing places here. What a trip. Won't get too down because we're not going home. We'll continue our USA trip when we arrive back in New Orleans. And join us as we get the Amtrak north to Memphis.
I think what has been great about this trip, we've had 4 stops and all 4 of them have been notably very different. So it's felt like a very varied place. I had thought we'd have just come and it would just be like, oh, one Caribbean island after another. But it does, they all do feel distinct.
I think they've done well in their choices. I really do. It's all been distinct from an enjoyable known way.
Favourite for you?
I'd probably say here. I would say Costa Maya. It feels probably... I think probably the 2 Mexican stops have probably been my favourite because they felt more authentic and have not felt made up as you explore into the main towns and etc. I think that would definitely be, but I think I prefer this as well even to Cozumel.
Yeah, I'm gonna absolutely agree. My favourite has been here, and it makes me want to come back to Mexico and see more of this amazing country.
I would agree.
So I think that is something for you to watch out for in the coming
months,
year, maybe. Anyway, something to watch out for because this has been great.
It has been great.
And the cruise has absolutely given us a taster of these places, but not enough time on any of them to really get into an exploration of it.
That's it. And there's so many places when you come here you want to visit, you want to see. But there's always next time in Jordan John's. And where will we be?
Sixth biggest cruise liner in the world. I go back to though, how does it float? They're funny considering there's like 3,000-4,000 people on this cruise. It keeps surprising me that you see some people more than once and then you don't see others ever again. There's a couple, Laurie and Marlon, and we've bumped into them several times, and then we had a lovely evening with them last night. And a couple that we shared the taxi to get into Mahalo are just immediately ahead of us. It's funny.
We should have given my shirt for the way back.
It's true.
Would have been cheaper. I know.
It's funny and surprising, and really, what are the chances? There must be, I think so. There must be a mathematical thank you. There must be a mathematical way of working it out. But it's surprising.
I know.
Everybody just have a good time. Lose your mind. We just want to sing. Shake it.
Welcome back.
Well, how was that for welcome on board?
That was great, considering I felt a bit sad. It was the last time. At least they had a party when we came back on.
Exactly, and we will continue party for the next 2 days. So it's not all lost. We're just enjoying the fantastic hospitality on board.
I don't suppose we can get any wetter. And we're sheltering from another tropical downpour.
Nearly went. Yeah.